When a movie you are watching makes no sense, try to remember that movies like this one exist. Inferno. The second installment in Argento's Three Mothers trilogy, and it's beyond sensible. Welcome to day 6 of my Scare Show 3, titled Dario Day. Let us begin. The plot. So mainly it's about a woman who discovers something about the three mothers, and she asks her brother to join her in her discovery. However, before he can get there, she is brutally killed. In fact, he forgets about the note at school until his girlfriend, I presume, calls him about it, explaining that he left it behind in class. But first, she investigates it herself. Nosy bitch. Anyways, what transpires after that is a movie filled with awkward scenes, a mess of a plot, and random sequences of nonsense. Now, this movie is very well done, mind you. The color schemes and camera work all play a part in the movie's favor. However, you cannot replace acts with art. You need to have a coherent and decently flowed movie, at the very least, to gain any points from me. I did like the fact that the cab driver from Suspiria is in this movie, as you guessed it, another cab driver. And I also liked the overall feel to the movie. Very pristine. And I am not going to lie, the ending jump scare / reveal actually kind of creeped me out. Skeletal bitch! Don't scare me like that. There are several acts in this movie, though, that almost detracts from making it a good movie. Such as the scene where an old man drowns a bag full of cats in a little river. It wasn't needed, and the ending to the sequence, while entertaining, still left me in a bitter mood, and I'm not even a cat person. Also, I don't get why Dario called this Inferno. Even the musical score says, "So spiritus," in it, as well as some names said in the movie. Why not just call it Suspiria 2? The only scene with any sort of mass flame that could even resemble an Inferno is near the ending. Oh, and with all the awkward decisions and scenes, there's also awkward characters. Like that random guy who stays with the brother's girlfriend. At least, that's who I think she is. So she feels safer, because she's scared. I'm scared. Stay with me. Total fucking stranger. I may not have been alive back then, but even if I was, I'd find that kind of strange. The gore, there are some brutal scenes in this movie. One involving a guillotine-esque kill that was vicious because it didn't sever the person's head with just one chop. It took several. That is an aspect I can get behind in this movie, is that the gore is somewhat realistic and portrayed in graphic fashion. The musical score, Goblin didn't return for this movie's score. Instead, we got Emerson and the Salmons. Okay, weird name, but they take on what a little horror film's music should be like. Grand and epic. It was a good listen to, though, but I wouldn't count it as one of my favorites. This was a major letdown when compared to the first movie. It makes about as much sense as why they called Killing Birds Zombie 5 Killing Birds. And that is because that made no sense at all, and neither does this. Still, if you throw away logic and a critic's standpoint of view, there's still fun to be had with Inferno. Overall, I give Inferno a 3 out of 5. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and leave comments and subscribe.